Hi, my name is Chrissy, and if you're new to my channel, I make videos to help people to make changes in their life and improve the ways that they're feeling if they're going through some challenges or very difficult times. Now in this video, I'm going to teach you how to make your life more simple. Now, sometimes our lives can become so overwhelming and complex that it can take over our minds and consume us in the body to become physical ailments, and I really believe that our minds and bodies are very closely linked, and it can affect our spirit as well. So what you're wanting to do when you're wanting to simplify your life, you have to look at doing simple things. Now that sounds crazy, I know, but sometimes when you're doing a simple task, your mind is so focused on that task that your thoughts are nowhere else. And this is coming back to learning to live in the now as well, and that's what having a simple life is. It's about learning to stay in the present moment and learning to focus your thoughts on the here and now. Now, for example, I'm sitting out here, I'm in the garden, my dogs are eating a bone, and I'm really relaxed. Spring is on the horizon, I can hear the birds. Now I want you to look at where you are, where you're sitting. It doesn't matter if you're in the office, if you're at work, if you're outside in the sunshine, you're at the beach. Start to look at the things around you and start to simplify your thoughts and focus on what is happening in the here and now. Focus on your breathing, focus on your senses, focus on what you can smell, focus on what you can visually see. You don't have to judge things that are out there. You don't have to have thought processes about them. You can just look and say, what a beautiful plant that is, or wow, look at the gorgeous blue sky today. This is how you learn to simplify your life and slow down the clutter and the chaos in your mind. Now, if you go check out some of my videos, I've got many other tips as well that can help you around making changes and how to move your life forward if you are feeling stuck. Because sometimes when we're burdened by a lot of things that are going on in our life, it can cause us to become very stuck. And it is very hard to sometimes just make that move and step your life forward into new beginnings and making proactive changes. That can be very hard unless you first learn to simplify your life and live in that present moment. So these are just some quick tips on how to simplify your life. It might be that you go and distract yourself, and you might watch Netflix for half an hour, and that distracts yourself from all the busy thoughts. You might have a laugh at a comedy show. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You might take your dog for a walk, and your dog's in such a great mood that then it uplifts you. So these are simple things, but these are the ways that you start to make changes in your life. I'm not saying you can completely turn your life around in 5 minutes. Nobody can do that. But you've got to decide now, if you want to make a simpler life that is not as stressed and you're not exhausted in, start to enjoy simple things. It might be that you cook a beautiful meal for your family and you all sit down and talk about your day around the dinner table. That's a simple way of creating something in your life that's going to give you joy. So basically, to make your life simple, you have to look at the things that are going to make you feel good and that are going to uplift your soul, and you're going to benefit from having that slower mind. So it's not about racing around and getting everybody here and getting to work and getting the kids organized and getting them to sport. That is very busy, and I know that we have the logistics of that. We have to actually do those things. But in between those times, that's when you slow down your mind and you lock in, right, I'm going to have half an hour, I'm going to sit out with the dogs outside. That's what I do. Or I'm going to have half an hour to myself and I'm going to have a cup of tea and I'm going to watch Netflix for half an hour. Even you men out there, you've got to find that time. I'm going to go for half an hour. You might want to go to the pub and meet a couple of blokes at the pub and have a good powwow and have a couple of beers. There's nothing wrong with those sort of things. It doesn't matter what your interests are, but try and slot these things into your day, because it's those little simple moments that can slow down all that chaos that causes a lot of this the challenges in our bodies as well that become really physical sometimes when we're feeling overwhelmed. They can create a lot of that anxiety, fears, and just basically can lead to depression and suicidal and some dark places sometimes if we're not taking care of ourselves and simplifying our life. So look, please go check out my channel. If you want to learn from the master, Eckhart Tolle, he's absolutely brilliant at teaching you to live in the now. And that is something I've had to practice. And I've learned so much off him as well. Go check him out on YouTube. And I will see you in that next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.